Hey everyone, welcome to Kick-Ass Chat. I am Shirley.
Christy.
And we are here to review Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey. They changed the title just recently because it was actually, when we saw the movie, it was Birds of Prey, the Emancipation of One Harley Quinn or some shit like that.
Yeah.
They changed it because apparently the movie's not doing well in the box office. So they think it's part of the title because it's too long and we put Birds of Prey. Nobody knows who really the Birds of Prey are, but they know Harley Quinn. I thought the title should have been Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey, because she's the main person in the movie. She's the main star, the main character. Like, everything was mostly about her.
Yeah.
And then the other characters, even though the characters got to kind of shine in the movie, but it was really about her.
Yeah.
So I was like, they should have put, Harley Quinn first. But they did change it because the film's not doing well. But anyways, so Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey, we're reviewing it. It released February 7th. It's directed by, what's her name? Sorry. Catty Yang?
Yes.
Captain Yang? I hope I'm saying your name right. It's cool because she's Asian descent. She's a woman of color. And I don't know if she's the first woman of color to direct a superhero movie. I don't know, probably, maybe, I don't know, I didn't really look it up, but it's amazing. The screenplay is by Christina Hodson, I hope. She's a woman, and she's the writer. I think that's cool that behind the scenes there's also women, especially women of color.
Oh yeah.
Who are not only the front of the screen but the back of the screen, the background, who are making the movie too. That's very important. The writing, everything, the staff, it's very important. So basically it's a crime action movie. It's an hour and 29 minutes, which is really not that long. I like that. I like long movies. I'm not against long movies. I mean, we sat for It Chapter 2 and Endgame and all these movies that are really long. So it's not like we're not used to it. But it was nice to have an hour and 29-minute movie. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, especially for a movie like this, which is kind of like an introduction to who Harley Quinn and Birds of Prey are, keep it short and sweet.
It was kind of changing it up because basically the movie is about Harley Quinn and the Joker broke up. So now it's open season on her. So everybody now gets to attack her because the Joker's, not her boyfriend. Everybody's scared of the Joker because, the Joker. And so she has to face all these people coming after her. And also through her heartbreak of breaking up with the Joker and stuff. And she's trying to be on her own now, in her own 2 feet, defending herself. She's trying to let people respect her. They'll get to respect her, who she is by herself and not as the girlfriend of the Joker, like Harley Quinn. She has a PhD. Oh, it's cool that they always they always put it in the. I like the beginning of the cartoon when they were talking about the breakup.
I love the
cartoon.
I
like that cartoon actually.
Starts off with a cartoon to explain the backstory of
her backstory and how she started, who she was. I really liked that part. So yeah. Anyways, and of course one of the people who are after her is the crime boss. What the hell is his name? The one with the black bass, played by Ewan McGregor. And his right hand man is Victor Zsasz. Victor Zsasz is a pretty known Batman villain. He's played by Chris Messy. I think that's his name. I remember him from he was the love interest in the show that I really liked, and now I'm forgetting. How did I forget that show? She was a doctor. It's with the comedian who was on The Office, and I'm totally...
Oh, wait. Oh, I'm thinking of another show.
Yeah.
Mindy Kaling?
Yes, Mindy Kaling. But I don't know. That's her.
I don't know the name of the show.
I like her. I forgot the show, but he was the love interest, and I really like that show. Anyways, that doesn't matter. Okay. Harley Quinn is played by Margot Robbie. I forgot to mention that. I don't know why. Sorry about that. And, of course, she basically gets involved with unexpectedly has allies because they're getting, they're involved in the story too of trying to get Black Mass, or they're involved in his life or trying, there's Montoya, who's the cop, who's played by Rosie Perez, who I love. I was like, oh shit, it's Rosie Perez.
I know, right? It's like, oh my god, I see Rosie.
No, an Afro-Latino who's an older woman on top of that. She's not young either. Yeah. Like, I mean, she's still, well, you know what I mean. Like, she's not in her 20s and 30s. Like, that's the most of the time how they put in Hollywood. So that was cool. She was a detective. And I know Montoya, she was actually in The Dark Knight.
Yeah, she was in The Dark Knight.
Right? Holy hell. That's crazy. Anyways, there's the other allies is the Huntress, played by, I'm reading the names over here, Mary Elizabeth Winstead. She's an actress I know from other stuff. I can't name off right now, as you can tell. The Huntress is Helena Barbinetti. There's I knew about her. There's like a lot of Huntresses, like, Selena Kyle, Batman's daughter. Her name is Helena too. I actually believe it. So yeah, so because she's part of what's going on as well. I don't know if this should be a spoiler, but we'll get into that. And then there's Black Canary, who works for Black Mass. She's the singer of the Lounge. Her name is Journey Smollett-Bell. If I'm saying her name wrong, I always have trouble with names. Sorry about that. She's played Black Canary, of course. Yeah, Hugh McGregor and everything. And the little girl that's also part of it, Cassandra Cain, who later becomes Batgirl. Ooh. Yeah. Her name is Ellie J. Basco. So, yeah, that's the movie.
That's the movie. Bye.
What do you want to talk about?
Well, I want to talk about first how cool this poster is. I was like, oh, should we show the poster? And you see it everywhere. And I love it because it's inspired by an Italian artist called Bocelli, and it's inspired by the piece called Birth of Venus. But look how cool this poster is. Now this is artwork that cool women have a touch on this. You know what I'm saying? You can tell.
I like it.
It's like really like has like inspired.
The thing that she loved, the egg muffin sandwich, I think.
Yeah.
You look, the original title.
The original title. The Fabulous Emancipation.
Oh, it's the Fabulous Emancipation. Okay, my bad.
That's a really, So, as far as the film itself, I found it very entertaining. It was fun. It was a fun movie to watch. You know what I'm saying?
It was quirky.
It was sometimes awkward around certain,
the way it was shot. It was definitely different from other comic books.
Right.
I like the color of it. There was a part where Harley Quinn was shooting with like glitter, the glitter was coming out.
That was so much fun. That scene in particular I really enjoyed, and it reminded me of comic book too. Like, I love it when a comic film actually kind of makes you think of the comic, really, like kind of gives you this inspired look to it. And there was so many scenes, like when she blows up Acme, you can see that in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
That was
chemical
fun.
plant.
The chemical plant, yeah.
She and Joker met.
Yeah.
Yeah. The way the women came together, and that I thought that was cool. I liked Harley Quinn here more than Suicide Squad.
Agreed.
I really liked her. I liked how she was like. Again, she's a villain, so she's a bad guy. She's done some. Dirty stuff, but like I like how she had her independence, like she was trying to pick herself up again. I like how it wasn't that dark, how it was shot. Again, the color, a lot of these DC movies, aside from I guess Wonder Woman or Aquaman, but Aquaman was shot mostly in the water, but still they're very dark or bluish, but so I like how it was more, colorful. I'm not saying that's wrong to shoot that way, but it was, I like the color. The Poppy Queller because it was part of of Harley Quinn's personality because she's the main star, of course.
But something else with Harley Quinn, the fact that Suicide Squad, she was cool, but in this movie, you could tell that the writer was writing for Harley Quinn in this film. Like,
well,
her lines
she was
really,
the producer too, so
yeah,
she got...
Yeah, so her, like, 2 thumbs up to the writer, because a lot of Harley Quinn's lines were very entertaining and very felt like her character coming out from the comic book, so that was fun. And Robbie is her last name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did a damn good job of portraying her. And I just think the overall plot was actually very interesting and how it brought everybody together. You know.
Because there was a common goal, you know,
yeah.
They were trying to get Black Mass. You know, and how he was trying to get this diamond, and you know, everything just fell into place right with how these characters came together. You know, like Rosie Perez's character Montoya was doing a case against him. Helena was part of the diamond. Black Canary is, you know, works for him. So, and then Cassandra Cain, she's a thief, you know, she steals, she's a young girl, she's a child basically who's growing up in a very, you know, in foster care that's not really good, and you know, she's just trying to survive. And so, you know, and then, you know, everybody's trying to grab Harley Quinn, so she of course knows who Black Mass is, and you know, so yeah, it connects really well. So I thought the script was actually pretty good. It was simple and pretty good, which again, I hate when people like they think that movies have to be complex to be good. No, a simple plot is good too. Sometimes there's overly complex movies that are terrible, and you're like, what the hell is this?
And I think a simple plot for a movie like this was great because it's superheroes, and not too many people know about these superheroes. Bird of Prey.
They were okay. Cool. So Harley Quinn. I like Harley Quinn. I like the little girl who played Cassidy, and I like Montoya, Rosie Perez. I love her. She's so cool seeing her again. I was like, oh shit. But I really like the Huntress and Black Canary. Like, I want to see more Birds of Prey, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
They were the most fun. I really liked them.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, that's the girl from Full House. I'm sorry, that's only where I knew her was from Full House, the Black Canary. I was like, I know that actress from somewhere. I was like, I saw her in Full House. And I was like, I remember. I think she was in It Takes Two as well.
Oh,
from
look
what
at
I remember.
that.
I could be. Actually, no, she wasn't in It Takes Two. She was in Full House. My bad. So, you know, those Mary-Kate and Ashley movies. Yeah. So she wasn't in It Takes Two. But Full House, I remember. She was. I remember her, and I was like, oh my god, she's been acting, but like I haven't seen her in a while, you know, and stuff. So I thought that was like, oh my god, and she was really good. Mm-hmm. I like the Huntress. We were talking about that.
The
like,
Huntress. I was like, I liked her, but I was like, her lines were a little too, like, I don't know how to explain it, like, not as interesting as the other characters. Yeah, but then you explained that her personality is someone of awkward nature. Mm-hmm. So the lines worked for you.
Yeah, it worked for me. I really like her. She's badass, though. Yeah. I really liked her because she was awkward, and I am a very awkward person. As you can tell, I mess up names. I stutter sometimes. I'm like, in situations, I'm like, okay. Like, that's just me. I'm a very awkward person, so I connected to her because she was awkward as hell. I was like, okay, kindred spirit, like kindred sister. Like, I knew how that felt. Like, but yeah, Black Canary was really good. I love her storyline. So they were two of my favorites. I really liked them. Mm-hmm. I would like to more if they make a sequel. I don't know. I hope they do. But with the box office, you know, I don't know how Warner Brothers runs like that. You know, mm-hmm. they haven't been doing that well with marketing. I don't know if it's the marketing or whatever. But the best thing about this movie, I'm gonna say, let's be honest, was the action. Yeah. Holy hell, the action scenes were crazy, and I looked it up, and apparently they got the like coordinators, the action coordinators, the fight coordinators from John Wick. That's why. I was like, this looks so familiar. I was like, that is why.
So go see it for that reason. No, The action scenes, the fighting scenes are the best.
So good.
They look
so
badass.
good. I love them. I was like, you haven't seen John Wick. I don't know what you're doing with your life.
Exactly. No.
But damn, were they really good. And you could tell, like, and it didn't seem that fake. I mean, they do some stunts where it's like jumping over stuff. They do that in John Wick too, as well. But it felt tangible and real, the action still, you know, and how each character was fighting. Like, it was really, like, it was so good.
I have to say, that's my favorite part, too. The action scenes, the fighting scenes, the fact that they can kick ass was awesome.
And how they use the weapons, like, weapons around, like, anything as a weapon they were using. I'm like, that's smart. That's what I would do. Like, that was cool to see. There were some scenes that was like, damn, like, because it's an R rating. I'm going to be honest. I forgot to tell you. And I was like, okay. But I like that they kept the R rating. Talking about the fight scene, I like the part where Black Canary's like kicking ass and stuff.
Hell yeah.
And she has her hair in her face, and I was like, I know that, you know, because your hair, I have long hair, so it's like in my face a lot. That's why I always put buns or ponytails.
Who passed that? Oh, it was.
And Harley Quinn was like, you want a scrunchie with, you know, for us it's cola. You know, we say, oh, can I have a cola? She gave her like a, you know, a cola scrunchy thing to like put her hair, and she kept on fighting and shit. And I was like, that was the best scene for me, because I was like, you know, a woman wrote this.
Yeah,
right
exactly.
there with that scene, because you know the
little,
struggles
like,
that we go through.
Yeah, exactly.
I really liked it. It was so good. I love that part. Yeah,
for me, that was cool. The costumes. I have to say the costumes really stood out in this film for me. Like, from Harley Quinn's costume, loved each one. It was totally, like, screamed her personality. Mm-hmm. Even from Cassandra Cain's character, Cassandra Cain's costume was cool. Like, she was just, like, really, like, urban street, just, like, really, like, kind of dirty, grungy look. That was awesome. Huntress, all in black. And then Black Canary was, I really like Black Canary's because costumes. She had like these really, like, you know, because she works for a crime boss, so she's like really sleek suits and like really
nice clothes,
really nice style clothing. And then even like Montoya's clothes too were like, she looked like a detective, but like a detective
from the
would
80s
own
movies.
like 80s movies. Like,
like they always like joke about her, like, you look like a detective in the 80s movies.
It was cool.
The shit she says.
I mean,
like,
funny. They did it great. And then when Harley Quinn was roller skating, I was like, oh my god!
Of course. And then they were like, yo, when she had time to change during the fight. That was so funny, because I was like, we were looking at that too. Yeah, like, yo, when the hell did she get rollerblades?
Because she's like fighting in skates, and all of a sudden, I mean, she wasn't fighting in skates.
She was fighting out of nowhere. She was in skates and kept on fighting. And I was like, that shit is funny.
Yeah. If you haven't heard any reason why you should go see this movie, it was just a really fun movie to watch for me.
The only scene I didn't like was when she was she was getting knocked out, and the dancing part with the violin.
That sequence was a little weird.
I thought it was like, but I get her. It's because part of her personality, but it was like kind of cutting up. But it wasn't much, you know. So, but again, I thought the movie was fun. Yeah, I had a fun time.
It was fun, like her spewing out all this like psychological
babble, like words, like psychological words that had actual meaning and stuff. Because you forget, like, but it reminds you. But she does have a PhD, and she was a psychiatrist or therapist. I don't know.
I don't remember exactly what she was, but
I don't know titles.
Yeah, I think she was a psychologist.
Smart. Did you not tell?
But that was fun.
Smart. But yeah, it was a really fun movie. Check it out if you can. I'm kind of sad it's like not doing well in the box office. I don't know why. I don't know.
I hope it picks up.
So yeah, definitely check it out. You know, form your own opinion.
Yeah.
So tell us below if you've seen it, if you liked it or anything, and thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Our next review is gonna be All the Boys. Wait, what the hell was it called? I'm confused. To all the boys we love. P.S. I love you.
P.S. I still love you.
Yeah. Oh, Fiona Still
Netflix
Love Me.
film.
Oh my god. It's a Netflix film. I just saw the first one and now the second one came out. Yeah, I saw it mad late because I was like, teen movies. You know, sometimes I struggle with them, but I really liked that first one. It was good. So, so yeah, that's gonna be our next review. Thanks for watching.
What?
Subscribe, like,
You know
peace.
it. Peace. We out here.